Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be ranking all the Minecraft mobs in existence. Why? Because I saw Jay Schlatt do it like 3 years ago, so that's basically my video inspiration for today. Now, this is like 1.19 mobs, I don't know, I didn't make this tier list unlike the games one, so I don't know, to be honest. Yeah, let's start off with a cow. The cow's good because it provides food source and it's leather. I wish leather required not killing cows because getting cows is very annoying sometimes, but at least I only use wheat, and wheat is easy to get. Sheep is alright. Why? I mean, no, it's a good because you can make beds with it. If you couldn't make beds with sheep, they would go in there alright. But other than that, that's the only reason why they're good, because you can make beds with them. Foxes are alright because, they're cute, but they don't really do anything, and you rarely even see one of them, so yeah, it's just an alright, but they're cute. Bats is a why is worst coloured green? Why is the worst green coloured, or coloured green? I think that's better grammar. But, yeah, bats are completely useless, and I just don't. Okay, I guess Google doesn't know what Australian spelling is, but bats are completely useless, and no one likes them. Chickens are at all right. Why? Because like you don't really. Actually, no, they're good because they provide feathers, which you can make arrows with, and that's pretty much it. Fishes is going into not bad because like no one cares about them. Like they just exist. Like they're not even as cute as a fox. They're just a fish. So, like, it doesn't even matter, to be honest. I mean, they're an easy food source if you have absolutely nothing, if you're starving, but, other than that, that's pretty much it. We got an ocelot, which is, again, an alright, because, again, you rarely even see them unless you visit a jungle biome, and they're kind of ugly, like, everybody just decides to get a cat, so, like, they're quite useless. Pigs is, I don't know, an alright. Why? Because usually whenever I do a mob, like, when I do a farm, I don't really collect pigs because firstly they eat carrots, which are a lot harder to get than wheat or seeds, and secondly they're just not that useful because they don't drop like feathers or wool or leather like the other three. Instead they just drop pork chop, which isn't really that useful because it's just food source which you could get from other animals, so it's not that useful, so it's going in alright. Next, we got a snow golem, which is just a not bad because they're just a worse version of an iron golem. They're not even that cute. I don't even know why people care about them because they don't even look that nice at all. Like just look at them; they look quite creepy, and yeah, they don't really provide much to Minecraft, really. A rabbit is going in the not bad category too because literally no one cares about rabbits. They're just really annoying to come by. They're too small for you to kill, and again, there's just really not much value with rabbits because there's not really anything you do with rabbits at all. You get rabbit meat. Has anyone even eaten rabbit meat in Minecraft, let alone in real life? No one except the Chinese, obviously. Next, we got a fish, which the fish is, at least with no, we're going in the same category. We're not going to be biased over here just because I like eating salmon in real life. No, salmon's going in the not bad category too, because again, with fishes, there's literally no point in collecting them because they're just food source, I guess. A mushroom cow's going to go in the alright category, just below the normal cows. Why? Because firstly, they're really rare to find, so it's not like you're even going to encounter these on your normal Minecraft playthrough. But secondly, I mean, actually no, I'll boost them up to a good. Why? The only reason why is because they're basically an infinite food source because you can literally milk them infinitely to get free food, aka mushroom soup. So yeah, they're basically free food, so that's why they're going as good as cows. Squid is going in the alright category. The reason for this is just they don't really provide much value, except they make the oceans a little less lonely, in my opinion. They're quite big, and yeah, they look kind of derpy, in my opinion, and that's the only reason why they're above fishes, in my opinion. Next is the skulker thing. I think it's called a skulker. I don't know. I never. It's going in the alright category because again they look quite derpy, but other than that they're quite useless in a way where you don't really use them for anything other than just looking at them, I guess. Like, yeah, you can write them, but you need a warped fungus mushroom thing, and they go at like 2 kilometers an hour, and they can only be used on lava and pretty much in the nether, so like they're quite useless. I have no idea what the hell this is supposed to be, because I didn't make this tier list, so just, I don't know. I think that's fishes. That looks like fishes. It's gonna go in that category with the rest of the fishes. Next, we got a turtle, which we'll put in the alright category. Actually, nah, we'll boost it up to a good because they're quite cute in my opinion. But other than that, they don't really do much. Like you could have a turtle farm, I guess, but like there's not really not much use to it. But they're quite cute, so that's why we're putting it there. Minecraft Villager is always going to go into a really good. Why? Because they're their noises are quite funny, but also because there's actually a really useful point with villagers, especially in the 1.14 update. That was probably one of the best updates, other than 1.13 in my opinion. 1.13 is the best. Before 1.13, the oceans were literally just sand and gravel, but they actually made the oceans look cool. But other than that, villagers are really useful because firstly you can like manipulate them in a way where you can get trades, like whatever trades you really want, and yeah, overall they're just really good because there's a lot of things you can do. Next we got Wandering Villager, which we'll dub for another because why the fuck does anyone even like a Wandering Villager? Except for the cool clothes. There's literally no point to Wandering Villagers. They don't do anything. They carry 2 ass to llamas. They follow you. They just spawn in randomly in your base sometimes, and they offer the worst trades in human existence that you'd never ever need. Like, if the things they sell were actually kind of rare, like ender pearls or like really hard to get blocks, then they would be a little bit more useful. But no, they sell vines and flowers for 10 emeralds each, and they're completely useless. So we're dumping them right down there. Pufferfish is just going to go 1 over the villager because they're completely useless. Unlike the other fishes here, you can't eat a pufferfish unless you want to get food poisoning. Like, come on, what the hell? I know it's trying to be realism, but you know those Japanese cooks who are able to prepare pufferfish? You're saying that we are Japanese cooks who are unable to prepare pufferfish correctly, so that's why we're going down there. The only reason why we're not dumping them is because they're cute, I guess. Just look at them. Axolotl, I don't know, it's either one of these two in my opinion. Just gotta shove it down there, because there's like no point for axolotls. Like, they're cute, that's the only reason why they're there. But other than that, there's no use for them. Like, you know, there would be a good addition to your fish tank, but who even has a fish tank in their own house? No one. And another problem with axolotls is that they're quite big in my opinion. Minecraft should have made them smaller because real life axolotls are actually quite small, as small as fish in my opinion. And like, you rarely even see axolotls. Like, it's a bit weird, but you rarely actually see them. You only see them in caves, and like, okay, who's gonna have that much of an effort just to rescue an axolotl and bring it all the way back to the surface and dump it in a fish tank? Sorry, that's not for me, but they're cute, so that's why they're going there. Glow squids is just gonna go 1 below the normal squid. Why? Because again, they're completely useless, and they don't actually even spawn in the ocean. They only spawn in caves, and like, when you see them, you just think to yourself, absolutely nothing, because they provide they're so insignificant. But yeah, they're just shoved down there. Next we got a donkey, which again I have no use for because I don't ever use a donkey. And next we got a horse. We'll shove the horse up there because you're able to ride it and go fast. And that's pretty much it, to be honest. But most of the time I never even use a horse because elytras exist in Minecraft and they're 15 times better than horses. But yeah, horses are good modes of transport if you hate pressing this, if you hate moving normally, I guess. But yeah, I think next we got a cat with its head that is completely decapitated off. I don't know, I didn't make this. Cats is gonna, where's Ocelot? Ocelot's there. Cats are just gonna be up there because they're pets and it's cool, I guess. Parrots, I'm gonna shove them down just below that because they're cool pets. They're just they're too small and like they don't really do much because they fly too slowly. Like, there's not really much you could do with a parrot in my opinion. They fly too slowly. They mimic noises, which is a little bit concerning in my opinion sometimes. But they're cute, and that's why they're going up there. I have no idea. This is a donkey. It's going down there. I don't know. Next, we got the bone skeleton horse thing. I've never actually seen one in Minecraft because they only exist when a normal horse gets struck by lightning, which is really rare. But I'm just gonna shove this down there because again, no use. Next, we got the ally. Next, we got the dolphin, which is gonna be right there because they make you go faster. That's it, I guess. Like, it's not really anything to dolphins, really. You just go fast, but that's only happens if you actually are near a dolphin, and that's pretty much it. There's nothing else you can do with dolphins. Like, yeah, they're cute, but like they do nothing at the same time. Next we got polar bears, and polar bears are going to be shoved in the same category because again, there's no use for them in a way where you see them in a ice cap kind of thing, and you just walk past them. Like, you don't really give that much of an attention to. So yeah, that's why they're getting shoved down there. Next, we got llamas. Llamas are in the same category as all three because they don't really provide much significance to the game. If I say that they don't provide much significance to the game, that's basically just a metaphor for saying if you remove these mobs from the game, would you care? Not really, in my opinion. Like, they don't provide much significance because they don't really alter your gameplay that much at all. So that's why they're going down there. Next, we got pandas. Am I going to trigger people? Am I not going to trigger people? I like having views, so we're going to put it there, and I'm not going to elaborate anymore. They're cute. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Wolf is going up there. Bees down there because they're completely useless. For the wolf, yeah, I can't really say much about it except, yeah, it usually just stays in your own house. You don't even take it. I mean, I guess you could. Unlike cats, you take it everywhere you go. I guess sometimes, most of the time, with cats and parrots, you just keep them at home. Like, there's not really much use to them. But with a dog, at least you take it everywhere. You can clearly tell I'm a dog person. With bees, they're completely useless. Like, literally, the only reason why they're even this low is because they completely ruined 1.15, in my opinion. Like, literally, 1.15 was the most insignificant update. So first, you get the 1.12 update, which brought terracotta. Yeah, that was meh. No one cared about colors. 1.13, they revolution... Fuck, I can't say that word. They made the ocean better. Really fucking better. 1.14, they make villagers really, really better. Like, you can... The village actually looks cool, and they change in different biomes, and the villagers could actually do stuff. And you could actually change what a villager's profession is with all the new special blocks. And you got 1.15. Yeah, they add bees. Yeah, that's pretty much it. They add bees. And he got 1.16 with the nether. 1.17, I don't even remember by this point. Like, literally, for the most recent updates, right, they've just been shoving so many updates, like 1.17, 1.18, 1.19, 1.20. They're all the same thing. I don't get it. I thought 1.17 was supposed to be 1.19 with the new warden and all that stuff. But nah, they delayed it all the way until then. And now I have no idea what 1.17 or 18 actually means anymore. Because I don't know, to be honest. They're just random updates. And 1.19 is the special cave things that I don't care about. But yeah. Next we got an iron golem. They're just going to shove down there because, like, they're ugly. And they're quite annoying in a way where if you have a villager sex farm, then they just keep spawning and they just keep killing themselves. Like, yeah, they're good patrol, but they're actually terrible patrol because they walk so slowly to the mobs, to the hostile mobs. Like they're completely useless. Like, and they have a lot of HP, and I don't know why speedrunners even bother killing them because I have like a bajillion amount of HP just to drop like 5 iron. Like, it's quicker just to go to cave and mine some iron instead of taking 5 bajillion years on killing them. But yeah, whatever. Goats going down here, literally no point. They're annoying, in my opinion. Bear! So annoying. At least with llamas, they don't really do anything. With goats, they're just really fucking annoying. Spiders, we're going down there. Actually, no, bump it up one more. Spiders are cool in a way where they exist. And they're quite creepy in a way where I have a phobia of spider. Not really a phobia, I just don't like spiders. But yeah, that's pretty much it. The only unique feature about spiders is that they don't attack during daylight, they don't attack during daylight, which is really cool in my opinion. Like, I didn't know that I didn't know that from the start of playing Minecraft. I always knew they were a hostile mob, but I didn't actually know that they didn't attack during daylight. So technically they're a neutral mob, except they're hostile to you most of the time. Cave spiders are one lower than normal wrong mob. One lower than normal spiders because they give you poison. That's so fucking annoying. And they're smaller, so they can fit in more places. And everything is just wrong with cave spiders. They attack you whenever, and they give you poison. And there's like a bajillion amount of them in a mine shaft, so they're really annoying. So that's why they're getting shoved down there. A stray, I've barely even seen strays ever. I mean, I think that's what they're called. They're just skeletons, except I think they give you either slowness or weakness. I don't know. I've never really fucking seen one of those. But they're completely useless because they only spawn in those snow biomes, but literally no one lives in snow biomes, and they spawn so rarely, and they're just there. Like, again, not really significant to the game. If you took this out of the game, then no one would care. Enderman is going to get shoved up there because it's a very interesting mob in a way where it defies all physics of actual reality. Like, it's just there. It's just like the Creeper. It has no physical counterpart in real life. But Endermen are cool in a way where you can just completely fucking bypass them by building 2 blocks above your head or going in water. But they're also quite strong and creepy at times because they're like the noise that when you kill an Enderman, it's like really fucking loud. And you also need ender pearls, which is another weird thing in my opinion. But other than that, endermen are quite cool. They're quite they're tall, thinny, skinny. It's just weird. Zombified piglin, aka the OG, what you call it, zombie piglin. They're just gonna be down there. Actually, no, we'll bring them on down. They're completely useless because literally the main purpose of them existing is for you to not hit them. So like, you don't even interact with them, so like they're completely useless. Next we get piglins, which is one up from them in a way where you can trade gold for. Actually, no, they're going one more up in my opinion. They actually made gold useful for once, so that's why they're up there. Gold is only useful so you can trade with piglins and make apples, I guess, but mainly to trade with piglins so you can get pearls and other random assortment of items. But other than that, they're quite useful in a way where they basically made gold actually a thing. Like, people actually collect gold now instead of just leaving it behind. But other than that, that's pretty much all they do. Like, yeah. And also, it's a very cool feature in a way we have to wear gold armor. That's really cool. Except, if you mine gold in front of them, they get mad. But if you wear gold armor, then they accept you. I don't know. That's how they work. Next, we got a pillager, I think. I think it's called a pillager. I don't know. I know they're in, like... No, this is a okay, well, I have no idea then. I have no idea. Yeah, they're here, and I don't really want to elaborate on why because they hold axes. I think they're the ones that hold the axes. They do a lot of damage, and they're just angry villagers, I guess. Next, we got the evoker thing, which drops the totem of undying, so that's why it's getting shoved up there. But other than that, that's quite useless because I don't really visit woodland mansions, nor do I care about it. Because, yeah, they don't really have anything in them except Totem of Undyings, which aren't even that special in my opinion, but whatever. Next, we've got the actual pillagers, which are really annoying, so I'm shoving them down there. They're really annoying in a way where, like, they randomly spawn. I don't get it. They just randomly spawn in, your world, and they just come to you randomly, which is weird in a way where I don't really get it. Like, I don't get it, because I know the game's really trying to make you do a raid. Like, you know, oh, you accidentally kill one of them, and you went to a village, start the raid, I guess. But it should not be like that, in my opinion, because it just kind of throws off new players. They don't know what bad omen is. Instead, raids should be done purposefully in a way where you purposefully actually do a raid. Like, you go to a pillager outpost, you kill some people there, and you start a raid. It shouldn't be like an accidental thing that you just accidentally discovered upon. But whatever, because raids are raids are really long, so if you have like absolutely nothing, then you know you're fucked basically. Next we got the rhinoceros thing. I have no idea what it's called. It's like a run. I don't know. It starts with an R or something. Ravenger. Yeah, shoved down there. They're annoying as fuck. They're really annoying. They're just big and they ram people. They're like bulldogs, bulls actually. Yeah. I have no idea what the hell this is. The fact that I don't know what that is, we're shoving it down there. Next we get an endermite, which is just, yeah, I'll dump the endermite. Literally, there's a 0.0000001% chance of ever even encountering an endermite, because firstly, you rarely actually use ender pearls. Like, you only use ender pearls so that you actually can get to the end. Other than that, you don't just randomly throw ender pearls around your world. You normally keep them. So, come on. Hello? What?
Want anything from Miss Village?
No. done with that. Yeah, you barely even see endermites most of the time, and they're really annoying. And you kill them like in 2 seconds. So, like they're just super insignificant, and no one cares about them, and they just move on with their day. Next, we got the Guardian, which I just shoved down here because literally they're fine. Like the fact that ocean monuments only have 2 different types of enemies is kind of lame in my opinion. I wish ocean monuments had more enemies and were actually more useful than just containing sponges. Like literally, ocean monuments should have like actual stuff in them because like there's zero point in actually going to an ocean monument at all. To be honest, like they're first kind of rare to find, and secondly, they're just there. But yeah, Guardians are just there because they're unique, I guess. Elder Guardians are even more annoying because they give you mining fatigue, so that's why they're going down there. Next, we got the shulker box things, and honestly, they give you levitating, which is the only cool feature about them. Like, no other mob does that, so that's why they're going in the good category, except they're quite annoying sometimes. But now, other than that, they're quite unique, and I do like that. You're useless in a way where literally no one cares about you. You're just a zombie except there. And next we go with a double whammy and shoving you down. Oh, wrong enemy. We're shoving you down there too because literally no one likes Python. I think it's called Python. I don't know. Yeah, those bird things that spawn when you don't sleep in a while. They're really fucking annoying because the problem with these birds is either you have absolutely nothing because you don't have a bed and you're starving and you're poor and you have absolutely nothing and these fuckers spawn, or they never spawn at all because you just either sleep, you're in the cave, you're in the nether, you're in somewhere around them. Like, they just spawn like either when you don't want it to spawn or just when you're doing absolutely nothing. So like they're just quite useless in both scenarios. Next we got a creeper, just there. Next we got a blaze. The blazes are there, like they're blaze rods, but like that's the only important thing about a blaze. If nothing dropped from blazes, then no one would care about the blaze. It's like the wither skeleton, for example. If the wither skeleton didn't drop a wither head, then no one would care about it. Even though quite frankly, no one cares about a wither skeleton even. But with blazes, like they're cool. They breathe fire, but like that's pretty much it. There's like nothing else special about it. So yeah, that's why they're getting shoved down there. Ghasts are annoying, so they're getting there because like it makes you scared of actually bridging anywhere in the nether because they come up to you, they shoot fireballs, and that's really unfair. I wish like there was like an indication that they were about to shoot directly at you. But yeah, they're really annoying. Magma cubes are even more annoying because literally, like, they spawn in basalt deltas, a place where there's a lot of lava everywhere, a lot of pockets for lava, and just no one likes magma cubes. They're even more annoying than slime because at least with slime, right, once they go down to the baby littlest form, they don't attack you anymore. But with magma cubes, they still do, and you've got like 16 of you, 16 of the magma cubes at once, and they can get really irritating sometimes. Same with the Mike, fuck you, silverfish. I wish he never existed. Next, we got the normal skeleton. Yeah, it's just a skeleton. They drop bows, and bows are quite useful, so that's why we're putting them up there. Bows are quite useful, so that's why we're putting them up there. Slime is one up from the magma cubes in a way where they're less annoying, but then you don't really do anything with slime. Like, you barely even see slime. The only way to actually see slime, really, is if you open a flat world for literally no reason at all. But other than that, you barely even see slime at all. Like, they're just there sometimes. And, like, you go to a swamp biome, you barely even see them, and yet, like, I remember when they were a lot more common back then to spawn in caves, because I think they spawn if you're below 40Y. But, nowadays, you barely even see slime at all. You just barely see them, even if you're in caves. So, like, it's just that they're quite useless. You don't really see them. Next, we got a normal zombie. I don't know. Yeah, they can be up there, I guess. They drop rotten flesh, which is a good food source for dogs. And if you have absolutely no food at all, so they can go up there. And they're not really that intimidating at all because they don't really do anything. So yeah. Next, we got a zombie villager. I don't really know how to place this because this is like, they're basically the same as zombies except like they're villager. Actually, no, we're putting them one down. They're quite useless, I guess. The only reason why you'd ever even purposefully make a villager a zombie is to get lower trades, but like no one takes the time and effort to even do that. So just Yeah, they're there, I guess. Next, we got the water zombie things. I forgot what they were called again. Water zombies. They're really annoying. They're just gonna shove them down there. They're really annoying. They have tridents, but I don't care about tridents because they only drop like one in every 1,000 you kill, and only one in every 5 trillion even holds a trident. So getting a trident is like never, and literally they're quite useless in my opinion. Next, we get the wither skeleton, something we were mentioning a little earlier. They're quite useless. Like, literally, they exist, and that's pretty much it. The fact that they're black, by the way, okay, this isn't racist, but the fact that they're black in like in an environment that is completely filled with black slash brown netherite bricks in a nether fortress makes it so they're basically camouflage with the environment. They're very hard to see a lot of the times, and they do so much damage, and they do the wither effect thing, which is also really fucking annoying. That's the only cool thing, I guess, about the wither skeleton. I guess they have the wither effect. Witches are completely useless. They're getting shoved down there. Like, I remember when I was reading the survival Minecraft book things, because I still have them, that it says here that the witch drops multiple things, aka a redstone, glowstone, sticks, bottles, like really random assortment of things, but none of those things are actually useful to you. So, like, literally, I wish witches were, like, more useful when they drop. I wish they actually dropped healing potions. Like, that would be cool in my opinion. I wish they actually dropped healing potions, because they use healing potions. Why can't I? And poison potions. These two are practically the same, I think. I don't know. They look the same, and they're getting shoved down there because they're the fucking bane of my. Actually, no, they're getting one down. They're the fucking bane of my existence because they're so annoying in a way where they're always hostile to you. In the Nether, there's only a couple of mobs that are actually hostile to you. A lot of them are neutral, as like the piglins and stuff. But no, these are always hostile to you, and that's really fucking annoying because there's firstly way too many of these. Secondly, there's the baby versions, which are like basically baby zombies, but just really fucking annoying. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Next, we got the piglin brute thing. They're getting there. They're getting one below the normal piglin because like they don't do anything except they're always hostile to you and they do more damage. They're basically just a copy of the pillage thing. That guy, yeah, but that's pretty much it. Nothing special. Next we got the babies. Yeah, we're shoving it down there for Filza. That's pretty much it. I don't have much to say. Okay, I don't know why this list included bosses, but we're just gonna shove that down there because no one cares about that, and we're gonna shove that up. Like, these are in a way where I can't really rank them because you need to kill the Ender Dragon to win the game, so it's quite unfair. I don't know. I'll shove it up here. Cool boss fight. Yeah, that's it. Next we get the warden. I don't know, you barely even see the warden most of the time, so it's going there. Actually, no, I'll put the one up because they're quite scary, and I guess that's the whole point of a warden, to be scary. Next we get the frog things. I haven't even played 1.19, so I have no idea what these do. I don't think they do much, so I'm going to shove both of these down there, because I don't think they do much. And we're done. How long did it take? 27 minutes of my life. Great. Save, download, title of tier list, every wrong opinion ever. Save that. Save it in my files. Here's the link. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Every wrong opinion ever. Can I save the image, please? My god. Save as. It's gonna show a web page. How do I save an image? Export image. Download. There we go. Yep, here's my opinion. They're probably wrong, but no one cares. Bye.